on. Your duty is not over. You will not kill my allies. Bring them down.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
I have the...
Get out of my way. Enemy down. Turret destroyed.
One enemy remaining.
Variable removed.
Last
Spike
player
carrier
standing.
stay.
Spike
I got
down
the spike.
B. Attackers win.
I knew it.
Suck me in slow, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs.
Do it to him, Mikey boy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Keith Sworn, and welcome back to tenz FPS. And guys, in today's video, I want to go over some Valorant console settings here for 2025. I know, I've been cheating on Valorant a little bit. I've been diving a lot into frag lately, and it's been a few months since I've made a Valorant console video. But frag, man, it ain't Valorant. Alright, I love frag. It's a fun game, you know, it's a very good twist. A lot more of a casual approach to something like Valorant, but it just ain't Valorant at the end of the day. So, in today's video, guys, I'm going to be giving y'all some settings. A few things have changed since the last time I made a settings video for Valorant console, and I just want to go over with y'all what I have changed. Now, the first and foremost thing you guys are probably going to notice is I'm using focus mode instead of ADS mode. Focus mode, I'm not going to lie, it does make combat in Valorant console a lot easier because this is kind of how, you know, the game was designed and stuff like that. But ADS style play works too, alright? Don't let anyone tell you, you know, you can't ADS in Valorant, especially on the console version and stuff like that. Aim assist here is the thing and everything, and the way console players play Valorant is always going to be different than the way PC players play Valorant. Like, you can mimic that PC experience, you know, you can bring stuff in here to make it like it, but at the end of the day, a controller is a controller and a mouse and keyboard is a mouse and keyboard. So, you know, keep that in mind. You can whether you like ADSing or, you know, using focus mode, you can play either way. One thing I've done differently is my enemy highlight color, I have turned it on yellow, or Deuteron, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, it's a colorblind setting. When you highlight the enemies yellow, it helps them stand out a lot more. So I would definitely try, you know, using one of these different colors. Anything but red, you know, just something that stands out for you. To you, yellow is nice and bright and stuff like that. That's why I picked yellow, and it definitely helps, you know, the enemy players stand out a lot more. You still want to keep your bullet tracers on, you know, nothing changing about that. Control scheme, this is going to be completely up to you. I like the default Valorant controls because it replicates, you know, what a typical hero shooter on console is like. You know, your ultimate is RB and LB at the same time, or R1 and L1. One thing I have adjusted with my Crosshair, since we've been in on Valorant console, is I have started using a smaller Crosshair. You know, something that's real tiny, very precise, and no kind of spread on it whatsoever. Now, when you make your crosshairs, you know, you want to make something tiny, and like I said before in my previous video, make yourself a crosshair that's your favorite color. Your eyes naturally go towards things you're attracted to. It's scientifically proven. But this is the settings, you know, for the crosshair I made. If you guys want to try using this one, it's basically just, you know, a little tiny box with two edges sticking out of it. And the reason for this is simply just for precision. You're going to see people, you know, using like little tiny dots as crosshairs. Some people use crosshairs that you can barely see because, you know, they're just after that precision with headshots and things like that in Valorant. I make a crosshair that you can see, you know, that's comfortable for your eyes, but, you know, keep it tiny, keep it precise, so, you know, and it'll be tough at first, but as you work on it and you get used to it more, you guys will definitely see your accuracy improve. The only stats I put up on the game screen are my client FPS, and I play on Xbox, so I really don't see many, you know, frame drops or frame dips and anything like that. Volume settings, all, you know, to each their own. If you want to avoid, like, you know, toxic player chats and stuff like that, turn your voice chats off, or, you know, just make sure you chat with your buddies in Discord. Y'all know how to deal with those kind of things. I don't even need to go over that. These are the sensitivity settings I am personally using right now. They're not too off from the default settings of the game. I have adjusted some of these a little bit, but this right now is what's comfortable to me. Now, like I'm going to say, I'm not going to tell you to grab my settings piece for piece or bit by bit, because everybody is different. Some people like a slower sensitivity, some people like a higher sensitivity. Don't just jump to a higher or slower one because your favorite YouTuber or pro player said so. Slowly adjust yourself and get used to playing with that kind of sensitivity. Me, what I personally do is I bump my sensitivity up a few points every single week or two, so I can get used to a slightly faster sensitivity, but I'm not going to go overboard. Once it gets to a point, where it feels good and it's nice and fast for me, that's where I'm going to stop. That's going to be a comfortable place. And I think, a lot of people, they make that mistake. They see a content creator or, a pro player that's just going in and going ham and stuff like that. Oh, okay, I want to be like him. I gotta use his exact sensitivity. No, that sensitivity is comfortable for him or her. You find one that is comfortable for you. But anyway, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for my Valorant console settings for 2025. If this video helped you, be sure to smash that like button. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.